Welcome back to Living with a Classic, and the weather is absolutely terrible, but an update on the Range Rover. After more than 2 years of using this, we finally have, well, not a good thing, but finally have a suspension failure. I thought this would come a lot quicker. This thing has been really reliable actually, but we have a suspension failure. My wife told me about it. She drove home. I just took it for a spin a couple hours ago, and it does flash suspension warning. It also doesn't show the wheels completely level. So I'm not sure if it's a leak or if it's something electrical. I have a code reader because I don't think it's a leak. Just because once it pumps up, the compressor shuts off, so it builds pressure, but it doesn't it drives crooked really. So let's see if it's an electrical fault. Let's see if we just clear the codes or something. If it's a fault, I'll have to order the part. It'll be a couple weeks before I get it. But let's go with the code reader, see if we can find out what the part is. And as you can see, let's see if you can see here. Right there, it's a little bit lower in the back right now. I'll insert a picture of what it was before. It was completely collapsed during the night, but so it's not sitting level, and yeah, something is really going wrong. Let me get in the car out of the rain and we'll see what the code reader says. Since I think it might be an electrical issue, I plugged in my code reader here. It's raining slightly again. Plugs in right there, and this thing is still set to Swedish because I bought it used. I just haven't plugged into my computer and changed the language of it, but I'll translate for you guys. Ride level control module. We'll read the codes. We got 4. So C1A73, front right sensor mechanism. This is how you go next. Sensor right front. No data from dynamic steering module. So it seems to be some right sensors up front. I'm going to clear the code, see how the car behaves then. Otherwise we're going to have to look, see what parts we need. Could just be a fluke, something gone on from the code. So we'll do that first, see if that makes a difference. If not, we're going to have to go looking and see which parts we'll need. I just cleared it. Suspension fault came up right away, and sensor right height, right front. So I definitely think I need one of those. But I'm still going to fire it up and see if it actually raises up now and maybe performs a little bit better. Otherwise, I know what I'm ordering. I've gone through all the heights, and you see it's pumping up now. So it's doing a pretty good job getting up there, but it has flashed a couple times for suspension fault, and I still have that one code. Just one of the suspension codes I still have. That one is active. The other ones were some intermittent codes. So it seems like it's a ride height sensor on the right front that is the issue. So we're gonna have to park this thing for a couple of weeks, or probably a week or two, because it usually takes a while to get parts for me from the UK to here, and customs and all of that. It's quite a pain. I'm gonna see if I can get them from somewhere else to get it quicker, but I'm gonna have a look at that part and get it. Then there'll be a video on fitting that in the future. So that is it for today. I'm really kind of happy about this because I'd rather replace a sensor than have to go through the air suspension. At the moment, I have the workshop full of customer cars. I can't really get this thing in there, and that would just be a pain. It's just easier getting a sensor. So I'm going to look that up, get a hold of one, and I'll make a new video when I have that, and we'll replace it, and hopefully that fixes the issue. Anyways, just a quick little Range Rover update. Otherwise, my wife is absolutely loving this car. I have spoken to Dan. He was just here. The guy's painting MaxJS. It's going to arrive next week or so. It's all done. But this will be the next car I send to him. We're going to do the rear wheel arches and paint that and fix it and just make it look really nice. Because now we know that this car it's really very solid, reliable. This is the only suspension issue we've had. We've had one coolant leak, but otherwise this thing just runs like a top. So it's time to make it cosmetically nice and just make it look really good. And then I have a couple switches, gear inside. I like to switch out and find some new ones on eBay. So we'll do a whole little cosmetic thing and get this thing looking really nice for the summer. Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. It really does help out a lot. Till next time, I'm Adam. This is Living with a Classic. I'll see you soon.